What's up, y'all? It's KT, the motherfucking Las Vegas Shark. Nah, I know I'm supposed to give y'all the last part of the video the other night. I'm sorry, it was my son's birthday, so I had to do some other shit. But I'm live and direct with y'all right now, and I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I really don't feel like it's necessary for me to do a part 3 to this shit, cause everything that I had to say to y'all the other night was facts, you know what I'm saying? It was the realest shit I could have said to you. So, just look at this one as a little closing video. Now, I believe where I left off at is I was telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all that's going through that issue, I need y'all to take a knee, you know what I'm saying? Talk to that man upstairs. Like I said, he already know the circumstances. He already know the situation. He just waiting on you for the acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying? Give him the acknowledgement that you need to get through your hard times, because otherwise, being emotionally traumatized, let me tell you what that shit lead to. You lose shit. You miss out on shit. Some of the best opportunities in life I done missed out on, unfortunately, from having that fucked up mind frame. And a lot of what that is we be going through doubts and shit, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the people that's close to us, you know? It'd be hard to open up your mouth to a motherfucker and they may not understand where you coming from. First of all, what we gotta realize with this shit is sometimes we meant to go through journeys in life, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And not every motherfucker can you take on that journey with you, especially if it's to do something great, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I had a lot of people come and go, you know, where I may have been part of their assignment and I was a part of theirs and didn't know it. But with age, you realize all of this shit. And when you asking for some type of direction, it eventually go through your brain and it start to make perfect sense. That's the first breakthrough. Us as men, and now I'm speaking to the men, I need all of y'all, when y'all meeting these ladies, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to keep in mind the shit that you do. First of all, it's not meant for everybody to know. But I mean, if you done been with this person for a certain amount of time and you think it's getting serious and you live what I call the duo lifestyle, where you have to be you but still be you, you need to let that shit be known. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of fucked up shit, unfortunately, that come along with our lifestyle. And me personally, I was so fucked up in the head and emotionally traumatized to where all I could do was act out violence. And this is with anybody I came across. And I felt like they was the problem. And I had to realize, you know, half of the shit that I'm flipping out on people about, I really got the control of. And it start there. It start with you admitting where you going wrong with this shit. We got to stop claiming to be perfect. Ain't nobody in this motherfucker perfect, and everybody done did dirt. But one of the things that we need to do at one point in stage in the game, once we done figured that out, you got to repent for that shit. You can't expect to be a foul motherfucker and at the end of the day, God honor anything that you asking for. I don't give a fuck if you putting forth the effort to try to go get it. If you don't get that acknowledgement, then it's still not going to go well. You're going to find yourself going through speed bumps every time you fucking turn around. And these are things that I'm telling you that I had to learn personally. And that's why, like, with a lot of shit that I promised, unfortunately, I haven't brought to the table yet. It don't mean that it ain't coming, but it means that I realized that I had to grow as a person. Sorry, y'all. Had to clear my throat. But I had to learn as a person how to treat people. I had to learn as a person how to be a productive person in the world. And I'm still struggling with that. Because it seemed like the shit that I've been doing all my life, it automatically comes to head when it's time to make those decisions. But even I'm wrong when it comes down to that shit. So with this shit being said, we have to change our mentality when it comes down to the way we do things. A lot of the issue, too, is we be looking for validation from motherfuckers at the end of the day. And the only person that can truly validate you is that man upstairs and yourself. And that's why I be telling y'all in the videos a lot, you know. Have standards. Have morals. And then stick to what you believe in. Stick with that shit. Because it matters none when you think you have these values set. But if people ask about you while you ain't around, they got a whole different thing to say about you. Like I said, it ain't about what a motherfucker got to say about you. But at the end of the day, if this is what you putting out there and this is what you showing the world, then of course that's how the fuck people gonna judge you and look at you, regardless if it's right or wrong. This is just a little food for thought for the niggas that's hollering gangster. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I'm gonna do, and what I need all of y'all to do as gangsters, just as quick as we be to encourage motherfuckers to do wrong, be that same man that at the end of the day, if you see your man's going through something, let him know where you're going wrong. If your homeboy wrong, one of the realest things that you can do as a homie, as a friend, as a brother, is pull him aside. You ain't got to do it in front of everybody. But if it's words of encouragement that you could give to somebody because you done seen it with your own two and been through it, come on now. We could do a little bit better with motivating each other. You know your homie stay with his mom, he don't got a job, anything like that, as hard as it may be, and the nigga might be mad at you afterwards. You don't necessarily got to do it in a degrading way, but show your mans how to get some cash, especially if you're a hustler. These are things that we got to stay in tune with. And another thing, because I find it real common these days, you know what I'm saying? And we've all been through situations. So if you say you haven't and you on this motherfucker and you watching this video, you lying. A lot of us gangster niggas, we get so in tune with the streets and the shit that we do, we sometimes bring that bullshit home. And we living in with that same fucked up mentality, and these women don't understand it. We bringing home chaos. And this shit ain't got nothing to do with them. And I'm noticing that a lot of it leads to domestic violence issues. One thing that I need y'all to know is you're not gonna win with your hands. And some of the toughest battles that a man could fight are the ones where you are totally defenseless. So your hands damn sure ain't gonna bring the point to head with this female. You as a man, you gotta know what presses your buttons. You gotta know at the end of the day when it's time to walk the fuck back out that door. Hit the streets. Do whatever you gotta do. But that's where the misconception when it comes down to us thug motherfuckers come into play with these ladies. They don't understand. But you damn sure not gonna make them understand with your hands. So, with this shit being said, I need y'all to realize that with that shit, it brings emotional trauma. And like I said, they ain't signed up for this shit. And if you ain't told them about who you are, they're not going to understand where the fuck this lifestyle even came from. It's deceitful at the end of the day. So, for all my black men out there, not just black men, but fuck it. All of y'all my brothers, all races. So, all of my men, this is what I need y'all to keep in y'all head. Like I said before in one of my videos, one of the most gangsterest things that you could do is realize when it's time to stop being a gangster and stand up and do what's right for your motherfucking fam, because it's the right thing to do. And that's the only motherfucking thing that you should be out there trying to prove a point about. But if you doing it, you ain't even really got to prove no point, bro. I said all of that to say this. I do these videos because I love y'all. One thing I love more than anything is the shorties. I'm very good with kids, so I could open up my mouth and say shit and reach one of them in a way that I can't reach the grown folks. And I made peace with that. That's what I'm in this shit to do. So for all y'all that's out here in these Vegas streets, and this is what y'all coming to terms that y'all dealing with, I just gave y'all 3 different videos on what to do to cope with it, and for it ultimately to end and exit your life. Because once you give it to that man up there, it may not seem like it in the beginning, and it seemed like you just out there waiting, but a head is going to come to your problem so that eventually it won't be a problem. That's what life is about. We learn as we motherfucking grow. And this is just some advice from a motherfucking Las Vegas gang member. So with this shit being said, it's your boy KT, the Las Vegas Shark. I love y'all. I'm about this bitch. I'm finna upload this one, get it out to y'all. But just know, with everything I just had to say, I love y'all. Big K's, West, and I'm out.
You hurt me deep when I was down on my lowest. I needed you, you ain't give a fuck about me growing. All this pain I've been shown, ain't never stop, it keep on flowing.